शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वैः साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Stanza 9. नासंगेहं कृतिर्युक्ता कथमस्मीति चेत् शृणु। एको मुख्यो द्वावमुख्यौ इत्यर्थस्त्रिविधोऽहमः। अन्योन्याध्यासरूपेण कूटस्थाभासयोर्वपुः एकीभूय भवेन्मुख्यः तत्र मूढैः प्रयुज्यते। So while studying 7th chapter Trupti Deepa, always keep in mind the first stanza. Atmanam chet vijaniyat ayamasmiti purushaha kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjvarit. Always it has to be kept in the mind. So before coming, that much homework you can do. Just brush up this particular stanza, the first stanza, because entire chapter is a commentary on this particular stanza. So that is, if Purushaha, the Jiva, discovers Atma, I am this Atma Swarupa, if he gets the Aparoksha Jnana, then desiring what? On account of what? Can one get afflicted on account of the body? Because all afflictions do belong to the body gross level or the subtle level. So there is no reason for this person to get afflicted on account of the body. So therefore, this particular mantra is being explained word by word. Purusha means Purushaha, that is Purushaha. Purushaha means Jiva was explained. Now Asmi, that I am Asmi, I am. I am will be afterwards explained. Asmi, I am. So that is now being explained. So the Kutastha Purusha, that is Chaitanya, appears as Jiva. How does he appear as Jiva? Kutastha Asangaha Chidatma. Then other side what is there? There is Dehadvaya, gross body and the subtle body. And when you say gross body and the subtle body, automatically what comes there? Chidabhasa comes. So, on one side we have got gross body, subtle body endowed with the reflected Chaitanya, reflected pure awareness, Chidabhasa. Other side, Kutastha Atma, the pure awareness principle, not subject to any change whatsoever. Both these are clubbed together. And then what? One is taken for the other, and that is the identification with the embodiment, with the Chidabhasa, that is there, and that is who is called as Jiva, who suffers the samsari. What is to be done now? Now this Jiva, by inquiry, so has to get rid of that aspect, that Chidabhasa aspect. Chidabhasa means Dehadvaya are bound to come, because Chidabhasa is not possible without Antakarna. Antakarna means Sukh Sharira means Stula Sharira. So that Chidabhasa aspect is false. If you discover by inquiry, what remains is only Kutastha Asangaha, that is me. That Kutastha Asanga, that is me, that is discovered. So therefore, stanza 8, Chidatma aham asangaha asmi iti buddhyate. I am who? Chidatma. And what is that? Asangaha, not at all connected whatsoever with the both embodiments, gross and the subtle body, along with the Chidabhasa reflected Chaitanya, that is one discovered. This was told, for which now the doubt raised is like this. How do you say this Asangaha Chidatma, I am this? How does he know? Because I am this means Ahankara. And your Chaitanya Chidatma is free from Ahankara, because Dehadvaya are not there, these two embodiments are not there. So, that Asangaha aham asmi, Chidatma aham asangaha asmi. Me, Chidatma is there. So when you say me means automatically both bodies are going to come. Chidatma, you say Chidatma has no connection whatsoever with the Chaitanya. This is not correct. So to say that Chidatma asangaha aham asmi is not correct, because when you say I am means Ahankara. Ahankara is totally distinct from the Chidatma Chaitanya. So this statement is wrong. So for that answer is being given now, sir, that aham, I am. So this word better you understand what is I. In our, you say this word I, when you say I am, is used in three different meanings. One is mukhya, the prominent one. Other two are amukhya, secondary gauna. What is mukhya? What is mukhya is, that is what told in the 10th one. Anyonyadhyasa rupena kutastha bhasayor vapuh eki bhuya bhaven mukhya tatra mudhai prayujyate. So the mukhya, the main ahankar, I, aham, is this. As we have seen, kutastha chidatma and dehadvaya endowed with the chidabhasa. Both these eki bhuya means what? Mutually identifying with one another, attributing the Chaitanya to Dehadvaya and Dehadvaya to be attributed to the Chaitanya. By mutual superimposition, I am the one who is identified with the gross, subtle and the causal body, who says I am so and so, so and so. That is the one who is the Jivaha. And that aham is mukhya, prominent one. How mukhya? It is the born of ignorance. How do you say it is mukhya? Why it is said mukhya? Because majority make use of it. Majority are taking the body as I. From that standpoint, it is called mukhya. What are the amukhya aham now? These are explained in 11 and 12. That is, prominent I is the one which is identified with the embodiment. Now amukhya, let us say. Pruthaga bhasa kutasthav amukhyau tatra tattvavit paryayena prayukteham shabdam loke cha vaidike. Abhasa kutasthav pruthak amukhyau. Abhasa kutasthau pruthak amukhyau. You can add kutaha. Further you can add yataha. Kutaha. Question can be added. Answer is yataha. Then continue. Tattvavit. Tatra. Tatra. Aham shabdam loke vaidike cha paryayena prayunkte. Tatra aham shabdam loke vaidike cha paryayena prayunkte. Abhasa kutasthau pruthak amukhyau. Now the secondary aham are these two. So what are those? Number one is abhasa. Abhasa is chidabhasa. Chidabhasa, along with that, what is there? Dehadvaya are there. Gross and the subtle body are there. Gross and the subtle body without identifying with the Kutastha Chaitanya. So that is what one secondary aham. Who can do this? See, the two bodies with Chidabhasa, but not taking it to be Kutastha Chaitanya. Who can have that? Not Ajnani, only Jnani can know that. Because he already knows Kutastha Chaitanya distinct from both bodies and Chidabhasa, and therefore he also knows so long as Prarabdha is there, he is dealing with the world and he is making use of the body, and body is there means gross body is there, subtle body is there, Chidabhasa is there. Not that when the moment the knowledge is over, gross body is not going to drop down. So from that standpoint, this person, so Jnani, so what does he do? Abhasa Kutastha. Kutastha, free from both bodies and also free from Chidabhasa, he knows. Again, also, then Abhasa, that is Dehadvaya, endowed with the Chidabhasa, but not as same as the Kutastha, because he knows Kutastha Chaitanya Atma, he knows. Distinct from that, that also he knows. In both cases, when he uses the word I. When he uses, we'll see that. That will be explained in the, yes, 12 and 13 will explain. In 12 we'll see, when this Jnani makes use of I only for the Dehadvaya endowed with the Chidabhasa. And in 13, when he uses the I for Kutastha Chaitanya, that will be shown. Okay. So now that Abhasa Kutasthau Pruthak, distinct, means not eki bhuya, not identifying one with the other. They are what? Amukhyau. Secondary one, Gauna. So they are secondary one, Gauna. So how do you say so? Yataha, Kutaha. How do you say so? Yataha, Yasmat. Because of this reason. What is that? Tattvavit, Jnani, Tatra, among these two. What are those two? In the between Pruthak, Kutastha, among the Kutastha and Chidabhasa. And always keep in mind that Abhasa or Chidabhasa means already what comes in picture? Dehadvaya, gross and subtle bodies endowed with the reflected Chaitanya, that comes there. So therefore, Tatra, Tattvavit, Jnani, among these two, Kutastha Chaitanya and also Abhasa, Chidabhasa with Dehadvaya. So what does he do? Aham Shabdam Loke cha Vaidike cha Paryayena Prayunkte. Paryayena means at times, differently. At times, differently, this Jnani uses the word Aham in one, either ke what? In the Kutastha Chaitanya case or Dehadvaya endowed with the Chidabhasa, Paryayena, not all the time. At times he takes the bodies endowed with the Chidabhasa as I. Other times what he does, the Chaitanya itself as I he uses. So therefore, ad aham shabdam loke means in the worldly vyavahara, laukika vyavahara, when dealing with the world. So I am going, I am sitting, I am eating, I won't come. So like this when he says, he refers to what? Body endowed with the Chidabhasa. That will be told in the next stanza, that is 12. And then I am Kutastha Sarupaha, Atma Sarupaha. In Vaidika context, he said in the Sarupa context, he uses for the Kutastha. So like this, Paryayena differently at times. So occasionally, depending on the context, he uses these two words, Aham Shabda, Loke Vaidike Cha. Loke means in Laukika Vyavahara, Vaidike is in the Vaidika Vyavahara. Vaidika Vyavahara, what is the Vyavahara here? From the Swarupa standpoint as determined by the Upanishad. So Vaidike Cha Paryayena Prayunti. Alternatively means occasionally, at times, at both places, the word Aham is used. Now that Paryayena Prayunti. At times he makes use of this. How is it? When he takes the Chidabhasa as I, when he takes the Laukika, that Kutastha as I, that is now explained in the next two stanzas. Laukika Vyavahareham Gacchami Tyadike Buddha Vivichaiva Chidabhasam Kutasthatam Vivakshati Aham Gacchami Ityadike Laukika Vyavahare Buddha Kutasthat Tam Chidabhasam Viviccha Eva Vivakshati. Aham Gacchami Ityadike Laukika Vyavahare Buddha Kutasthat Tam Chidabhasam Viviccha Eva. So Viviccha Eva Vivakshati. So in such transaction Vyavaharas, what are those? Aham Gacchami Ityadike. Now who is talking now? A Jnani is talking. He says, I am going. What does it refer to? Atma? Atma can't go. I told you once, Atma doesn't need any ticket also. because Atma can't travel. Atma can't be sarvavyapi. Who can travel? Who can travel? Limited. Say, look, you have come to this hall. Why? You are not here. If you are here, you can't come at all. So therefore you have come. So a movement is possible for a one who is limited in time and space. So therefore I go. I go means that he presupposes I am here now and now I am going somewhere. So that means it obviously refers to what? Body. But he knows Kutastha Chaitanya, Atma distinct from the body. From that standpoint he said, Aham gacchami ityadike. I eat. Atma can't eat. Going to obviously Chaitanya distinct from both body and also Chidabhasa. That is not because they have got the knowledge direct cognition. Between Kutastha and Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is distinct and Kutastha Atma is distinct. When they have got this knowledge, unless Atma Jnana is there, it is not possible. What does it do? Kutastha Utam Chidabhasam Vivitya. From Kutastha Tam Chidabhasam. That Chidabhasa means reflected Chaitanya with two bodies, having distinction as distinct from the Kutastha. So what does it do? Vivitya eva. So what does it do? Vivakshati. Vivakshati. Intent to test. About that Chaitanya Kutastha Atma is distinct from this body. When I go, I eat, etc. The Vyavahara, the action is at the level of the embodiment, so distinguishing. So this is called Amukhya. Why Amukhya? That was Mukhya. Only few people who have got knowledge may say so. Majority are who? Ajnanis. Therefore this Amukhya. That's one. So therefore this is taking the Chidabhasa as I in Laukika Vyavahara. But he is a Jnani, he has discovered his Swarupa. Vaidika Vyavahara, what he refers to I, not this Dehadvaya with Chidabhasa, he refers to Chaitanya Rupa Atma. Asangoham Chidatmaham Iti Shastriya Drishtitaha Aham Shabdam Prayunteyam Kutasthe Kevale Buddha Ayam Buddha Shastriya Drishtitaha Aham Asangaha Aham Chidatma Iti Aham Asangaha Aham Chidatma Iti Kevale Kutaste Aham Shabdam Prayunkte Kevale Kutaste Aham Shabdam Prayunkte. Ayam Buddha, this Buddha, this Jnani who was referring to Chidabhasa means the Dehadvaya endowed with reflected Chaitanya as I in the Laukika Vyavahara. Same Jnani, what does he do? So, Ayam Buddha, Shastriya Drishtita. From the standpoint of Shastra, here is the Upanishad. From the standpoint of Vedanta, because he has got the knowledge now, from the standpoint of Vedanta, Shastriya Drishtita, what does he do? Aham Asangaha. I am the one who is Asanga, totally unconnected to the gross body, subtle body, causal body and the reflected Chaitanya Chidabhasa available therein. Asangaha. So just as see, light illumines the objects. When you see an object, certainly there is interaction between the light and the object in the sense what you see is the reflected light from the object. Light falls from that. At the same time, the light is asanga as far as the object is concerned. Light does, though the light appears to take the form of the object illumined, truly speaking, light has no form at all. It is totally unconnected. So like this. So here aham asangaha, I am asangaha, chidatma aham, so I am chidatma asangaha, iti chidatma aham, that is aham asangaha, and who is me? Aham chidatma, iti kevale kutasthe. His eye is now where? Kevale kutasthe. Only in kutastha. What is that kevala indicate? Free from dehadvaya and chidabhasa. Only in pure awareness principle. Kevale kutasthe. What does it do? Aham samsam prayukti. What is that? This actual atma, kutastha atma, he has used the word as distinct from the dehadvaya and chidabhasa. So, in Laukika Vyavahara refers to Dehadvaya with Chidabhasa, but knowing fully well it is distinct from Kutastha Atma. And in the Vedic Vyavahara, he takes the Kutastha Atma as I. So this way, we have got three meanings of the word Aham, I. Ignorant people mistake one for the other, Kutastha Atma and the Dehadvaya with a reflected Chaitanya, and take as I, whereas Jnani in Vyavahara and Vedic Vyavahara, Laukika Vedic Vyavahara uses distinctly. So that being the case, so what is possible now? Aham asangaha chidatma, possible or not? Doubt was that, because what was told in the 8th stanza is wrong, that was a doubt. So that means aham asangaha chidatma is possible, can be said. Now, interesting doubt is aham asangaha chidatma, this knowledge is gained by whom? Why? Because there are two guys now. Who are two guys? Kutasa is, does the Kutasa Atma get the knowledge, I am asangaha chidatma? Or Chidabhasa gets the knowledge, I am asangaha? Asangaha, that's what? Kutasa Chidatma. Who gets this knowledge? Problem, because both can't get the knowledge. Let us see how. Like this. Is this Kutastha get this knowledge that I am asanga chidrupaha? Not possible. Why? Because Kutastha being asanga, he can't be jnani or ajnani. See. Now I got the knowledge that I am the Kutastha Chaitanya, means he is jnani now. Earlier who was he? Ajnani. Kutastha Chaitanya cannot be jnani or ajnani, because jnana and ajnana at what level? I know this or I don't know this, both are at the level of the intellect. Any knowledge or ignorance at the level of intellect, Chaitanya Kutastha Atma being free from Upadhi, free from intellect, you can't say Kutastha Atma was ignorant earlier, now got the knowledge. Jnanita, Ajnanita, for Kutastha Asanga is not possible. Therefore, Kutastha Atma gaining the knowledge is ruled out. And who is left out now? Chidabhasa. So, Chidabhasa should gain the knowledge. He said that also is not possible. How come? Because Chidabhasa is who? The reflected Chaitanya endowed with two bodies, gross and the subtle bodies. Causal body is Karanashara is taken for granted as the cause. So, with these two bodies, Chidatma is Asangaha. The Chidabhasa is Sasanga or Asanga? Sasanga, because he is identified with the two bodies. When these two different entities are there, how is it possible that Kutastha Atma is this Dehadvaya Chidabhasa? You can't say cow and horse are one and the same. Is it possible? No. Microphone and the table are one and the same. You can't say they are two distinct things. So therefore, Chidabhasa, if we are to gain the knowledge, he may gain the knowledge of this and that 1,000 things in the world, but it is not possible to gain the knowledge of Chaitanya Kutastha Asangaha Chidatma, because the Dehadvaya with Chidabhasa is distinct and Kutastha Asanga Atma is distinct. That way also is not possible. Who is going to get this knowledge? That is the doubt. Means that knowledge itself is not possible. First this doubt is raised and then the answer follows. Jnanita jnanite tvatma abhasasaiva na chatmanah tatha cha kathama bhasaha kutasthosmiti buddhyatam jnanita ajnanite. Actually compound it is, you can't, it is not a sandhi. Jnanita ajnanite. Jnanita and ajnanita dual, mala male, like that. So these both jnanita and ajnanita, by this they become ajnanite. Tu atma bhasasya eva add dharma. See, while reading we stopped at atma. Actually we can't stop there because atma bhasa is the word there. Atma one word, bhasa one word is not there. Atma bhasa is atmanaha bhasaha atma bhasa. So therefore, so just for convenience we stopped there. Jnanita jnanite tu atma bhasasya eva dharma atmanaha nacha. Atmanaha nacha tatha cha abhasaha add aham kutastha asmi iti katham buddhyatam. Tatha cha abhasaha add aham kutastha asmi iti katham buddhyatam. How is it possible? Jnanita ajnanite means jnanita and ajnanita, the status of being jnani and the status of being ajnani. Both these statuses, jnani and ajnani, these both are whose features, whom these characteristic features belong to who? Abhasa and not to Atma. To Atma bhasasya eva dharma. They are the dharmas, the characteristic features of Atma bhasa means Chidabhasa. They are the characteristic features of Chidabhasa and not Atmanaha dharmau nacha. They are not the features of Atma. So, I am a jnani, I am a ajnani. Who can say? The one who is identified with the body only can say and not the other one. Atma bhasasya nacha nacha atmanaha. So, that being the case, the doubt is tatha cha abhasaha aham kutastha asmiti katham buddhyatam. The tatha cha means tatha cha sati. If this is the case, so that status of knowledge, status of being knower or ignorant belong to Chidabhasa only and Dehadvaya. This being so, tatha cha swatati jnanita ajnanite, you can take another word for that, vidya vidya. Jnanita is vidya, ajnanita is avidya, means status of having knowledge and ignorance. So, tatha cha, if that is so, abhasaha, this Chidabhasa endowed it to embodiment, kutastha asmiti, because the one who is asking the question has got this notion. What is the notion? Kutastha is totally distinct from Abhasa endowed with Dehadvaya, like horse and the cow. How both can be one and the same? That is what the question is. So, therefore, Abhasaha aham kutastha asmi, I am kutastha who is distinct from abhasa endowed with two bodies, iti katham buddhyatam, how can it be known? Means it is for which the answer is given. Sir, what we have told is correct, provided Chidabhasa is totally distinct from Kutastha. It is not the Kutastha is the true nature of Chidabhasa. Just as the moon is the true nature of the reflected moon in the water. Though the reflected moon appears to be something different than the actual moon. So like this, they are not two distinct things. One is real, other is false. Appears to be slightly different, not slightly, it can be major difference also to be different from the original one. That's why for this answer is given. Nayam doshachidabhasaha kutasthaikasvabhavavan abhasatvasya mithyatvat kutastattvavasheshana ayam doshaha na chidabhasaha kutasthaikasvabhavavan abhasatvasya mithyatvat kutastattvavasheshana kutastattvavasheshana ayam doshaha na. Answer is, sir, this is not a defect. You are saying how Kutasthatma, how the Chidabhasa can know I am Kutasthatma. There is no problem. Why you don't know this? What you don't know? Chidabhasaha kutasthaika swabhava. The Chidabhasa swarupa is what? Kutastha eka. That is what means kutasthaika swabhava means Chidabhasa in reality is not distinct from Kutastha. Like this. Kutasthena abhinna swabhavavan tena anatirikta. That is, Chidabhasa is Kutasthena abhinna swabhavavan. His nature is abhinna, means not distinct from who? The Kutastha. Anatirikta, na atirikta, not distinct from that. In reality, Chidabhasa is nothing but what? Kutastha only. Though it appears to be different, in reality it is one and the same. How do you say so? How is it possible? Because abhasatvasya mithyatva. Chidabhasa endowed with two bodies which we parade as I is a wrong notion. What is that only? Chaitanya. Just as if the moon appears to get shattered into pieces, a wrong notion because the reflection is shattered, not the moon. You are not knowing that original moon, the person has taken the reflection as the true one and therefore say moon is shattered. Truly moon has not got shattered nor it has become dull also. Therefore, abhasatvasya mithyatva. The Chidabhasa with the Dehadvaya is a mistaken entity, a false entity, though experience. We don't deny the experience, but it is a false entity. See, so dream you experience so many things, but you know that is not true like that. Here, waking also you experience many things. In reality, that also is not. But just as in dream, how it appears to be true, likewise in the waking what all experience appear to be true because we are still ignorant of the Kutastha Swarupa. So therefore it appears to be so. So therefore abhasatvasya mithyatva. So now what remains now? Kutasthatvava sheshana. What remains is Kutastha means the Kutastha Swarupa remains as Satya, the reality, non-changing reality. Kutasthatvavasheshanati Kutastha Swarupasya satyataya parisheshana. Parisheshana, because of remaining that kutastha swarupa alone is satya, abhasa is mithya. So that being the case, chidabhasa is who? Satya or mithya? False, though is the false. And that chidabhasa can gain the knowledge that I am kutastha Chaitanya Atma, this knowledge is possible. Kutastha Chaitanya Atma is real in nature. So this way, that means I am Kutastha Chaitanya Atma. This knowledge is for whom? Not for Kutastha Atma, but for Chidabhasa. It is possible. Any further doubt? Who has got the knowledge now? Who is getting the knowledge now? Kutastha, not Kutastha Atma. Kutastha Atma can't gain the knowledge. Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is real or false? False. If Chidabhasa is false, knowledge gained by Chidabhasa is true or false? If dreamer is false, everything done by dream is true or false? False. Therefore, the knowledge that I am Kutastha Chaitanya gained by Chidabhasa is false. If that is the case, sir, बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया अभी. What is that? मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा. क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? Why moksha is not possible? Because the knowledge gained is false. How can false knowledge remove your true bondage? How is it possible? So therefore, further doubt now. Kutasthosmiti bodhopi mithya cheneti ko vade nahi satyataya bhishtam rajju sarpa visarpanam kutasthosmi iti bodhaha api mithya chet na iti kaha vade न इति कहा वदित ही रज्जु सर्प विसर्पणम सत्यतया न अभीष्टम ही रज्जु सर्प विसर्पणम सत्यतया न अभीष्टम कूटस्थः अस्मि इति बोधापि मिथ्या चेत. If doubt is like this, what is that? The knowledge. Who is gaining the knowledge? Remember, Kutastha Atma or Chidabhasa? Chidabhasa means two bodies are there. Okay. This knowledge gained by Chidabhasa that I am Kutastha Rupa Atma is mithya, false. If you say so, that is what? That is bodhapi. Bodhapi, knowledge, which is centered where now? In Kutastha Atma or Chidabhasa? Chidabhasa. The knowledge belonging to Chidabhasa, that I am Kutastha Chaitanya Atma, is what? Mithya. It is false in nature. Iti chet, if you say, the Vedanti says, I agree with that. I don't deny that. He says, na iti ko vadet. It is not so. Who says? I don't say. I accept that. What do I accept? The knowledge gained by Chidabhasa, the one who is endowed with Chidabhasa along with the two embodiment, that I am Kutastha Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, this knowledge is false if you say Naiti ko vedet. Who is going to say that it is not so? Means I also do. For example, a rope mistaken for a snake. What happened? On the one tip was little above. That means it was high as like this. And you mistook it for a wood. And in the wind what happened? So that elevated portion of the rope was moving. Or it may be a long leaf also. It need not be a rope only as such. It can be a long leaf as such. And it was moving. And what you are saying? See, what snake is what? Moving it wood. Now, the one who knows that reality, he knows that it is not a snake. When it is not a real snake, the movement of the wood also is false. If the snake is false, the so-called appearance of the movement of the snake is equally false. You can't say snake is false, but movement is true. You can't say. This from the standpoint of a true suppose. There were a true snake and it was moving its head. It is true. True in the sense Vyavaharata. Don't go to Paramatma. Vyavaharata. Actually a snake is that and it is moving its head. Wood. This is not that way. Actually there is no snake at all, but a rope is mistaken as a snake because of something, some movement, or what happened with that, with the wind, the rope moved a little. You say what? Oh, see, this fellow is now moving. Till now it was stationary there, now it is moving. That movement also equally false. Why? Who is false? That snake itself is false. That way, he, because Rajju Visarpanam. Visarpanam is Chalanam, Gamanam. That is movement in wind. Wind, some movement is there. So, is what? Satyataya na abhishtam. Na abhishtam is not accepted. It is not accepted as true movement because the snake itself is false. Movements of snake also is, movements of false snake also is equally false. See, if dreamer is false, now first tell me, dreamer is true or false? Do you dream or not? I hope nobody is dreaming right now. So you dream. That dream, the dreamer is right or real or false? False. Means everything done by dreamer is equally false. Is it not? So like that here. When the snake is false, all movements of the snake also is, that is, it also is false. Now it says, okay, that's fine. But how this false knowledge can give you the moksha? Moksha also is false. Then why you want that moksha? If moksha also is false, now first let us see. So now, you say, if that is the case, false knowledge will not give you moksha. That's the doubt now. So you say, gain moksha, false knowledge is real knowledge holds well. In dream, when you are hungry, which food is required? See, in the dream you are hungry, for 1 week you could not get the food and you are starving. And your fridge is too full of all the cooked things which are not consumed because some party was there, people came less, etc. And everything you are dumped in the fridge and you slept and you are hungry. That food is not going to help you. What food you need now? Dream food only is equal. So therefore dream hunger can be appeased by only dream food and not by your. In the dream you dream yourself to be a pauper, only dream money can rescue you and not you are a billionaire here. This money is not going to help you. So likewise this is, now if the doubt is, if jnana gained by false Chidabhasa is false, how moksha is possible? Moksha is possible this way. Tadrishenapi bodhena samsaro hi nivartate yakshanurupo hi balihi ityahurlaukika janaha. Tadrishena bodhena api samsaraha nivartate hi. Samsaraha nivartate hi. Hi, second line hi. Yakshanurupaha balihi iti laukikaha janaha ahu. इति लौकिकाः जनाः आहुः। तादृशेन बोधेन अपि, even by such knowledge, bodha knowledge, what is tadrisha, such knowledge of that type? False. That is asatyena api. Tadrishena means asatyena. By even by knowledge is asatya, mithya, false in nature. Even by such knowledge, what is it? Bodhena, api. Even by that, samsaraha nivartate he certainly samsara can be terminated. Samsara does nivartate, does get terminated. He is there for that emphasis. Samsara does get terminated. How? How do you say? Because your bandha is not real, it is false. I am bound, this also is a wrong notion, a false notion. A false notion, a false thing can be terminated by equally a false. Because this is a rule we find in the world. What is that for which? Besides the saying that is prevalent, is because yakshanurupaha balihi. Yakshanurupa. Yaksha means a celestial being. Bali means offering. So, यथा यादृशः यक्षः तादृशः बलिः. Offering, no sir. Ganesh Chaturthi is over. What are the prasadam? Modakam. Why not something else? Ganesha loves modaka. Acha, this Bhagwan also has got likes and dislikes. Not, it is our own projection as such, that is what is that. So, suppose some other thing, again, Ganesha loves Durva, that grass, red flower. Nowadays these people don't know, Ganesha to be offered red flowers, hibiscus flower, so that is there. They say actually south side, north side, south side, Shiva they don't offer red flower to Shiva. Shiva, all white flower. North side they offer red flowers also. But red flower should not be offered to this. They say like this. It can be offered when, they say, suppose a person is in great distress and he prays. At that time, red flower is offered to Shiva. Who has offered this red flower to me? Like that. Shiva inquires, who is this person who is offering this? Oh, such a devotee is in trouble, or therefore he has offered to draw the attention. Otherwise you are not supposed to offer. Again they say, you should never keep a lamp behind Lord Shiva. That was the one sanction in the lamp. The person in a great distress, lamp is kept at the back of Shiva. Then also, who is this person who has kept? Why he has kept? Shiva, what does he do? He inquires. That what a concept is that. Anyway, now as per the deity, so is your offering. They say, if Shiva is there, how to please Lord Shiva? You pour water on his head, he is very happy. Abhisheka priyaha Shiva. So, alankara priyaha Vishnu. Like this, different types of offerings. So depending on yaksha, so we are not the gods as well. Depending on the celestial being, accordingly the offering is, this is what is called yakshanurupo bali. In English there is a saying, a Roland for an Oliver. There is a saying, a Roland for an Oliver. Or we can say, tit for tat. Tit for tat. A Roland for an Oliver. Or we can say, for every Bakasura, there is a Bhima. Bakasura can be handled by who? Bhima only. So for every Bakasura, there is a Bhima. It's a perfect match. What is meant here is Yakshanurupo Bali is a perfect match. It's a perfect match. See, for dream hunger, the perfect match is what? For dream problem, the solution is dream solution, not your decision. So you can say, look here, you have so much distressed in the dream as a dreamer who wanted to get out. And what happened? A tiger started chasing him. Which tiger? Dream tiger. And as a result, he got frightened and woke up. Now tell me, you had the problem of the dream. And who helped you to get out of that? Dream tiger. Dream was false or real? False. That false problem was solved by the tiger. Tiger was false or real? The false tiger helped you to get rid of the false problem of the dream. So also, the the problem of false bondage. Don't say the false problem. Not false problem. Why? Because now, just like in the dream, the problem is real. To a waker, the bondage problem is what? Real at this level, but in fact, truly it is false. So therefore, the problem, the present problem of false bondage is solved, remedied by the solution of false knowledge. Means the solution should have the same degree of reality as that of the problem. That's what. That's why perfect match. So therefore, says yakshanurupaha balihi iti laukikaha janaha ahu. So what is the common saying is a common saying. Roland Foreign Oliver. Compare some drama or something must be there. Means a perfect match. Like that, a Roland for an Oliver. Like that. This way, that Asmi, I am Kutastha Asanga Chidatma. That Asmi, I am. The meaning of this was elaborated. That from 8th stanza we started. That is now concluded. Again. Atmanam ched vijaniyat ayam asmiti purushaha. Purushaha was explained. Asmi is now explained. Tasmada bhasa purushaha sakutastho vivicchatam kutastho smiti vijñātum arhati tyabhyadat shruti tasmad abhasa purushaha sakutastha. In some books, sa is different word, kutastha, kutastho is different word, join them is one word. Sakutastha by sandhi it becomes sakutastho. Sakutastha tam viviccha at lakshanaya kutastha asmi iti vijñātum arhati iti shruti at asmi iti abhyadat. Asmi iti abhyadat. Tasmat, because of the explanation given so far to give the meaning of what is asmi. That me, Siddhabhasa is root, Kutastha, Asangaha, Atma. That is the meaning. Abhasa Purushaha Sakutastha. Abhasa Purushaha Sakutastha means actually he has defined who is that Purushaha. Sakutastha means Kutasthena Saha Vartate iti Sakutastha. Along with Kutastha, but who is that guy? Abhasa means Dehadvaya with the Siddhabhasa. In short, a Jiva, Purushaha, Jiva. That is what Jiva, which is called Purushaha in this mantra, and actually his nature is, that is, the Siddhabhasa with the Dehadvaya along with Kutastha. What this Jiva does now? Tam Viviccha. Tam means Tam Kutastham. That Kutasthātma. Viviccha, having distinguished, having distinctly known from Siddhabhasa and known his Dehadvaya. Viviccha. Lakshanaya. In an implied sense, what does it say? Kutasthaha asti. Chidabhasa with the Dehadvaya Kutastha asti is not directly applicable. Why? Dehadvaya Chidabhasa commentary is not Kutastha. That's what Lakshanaya, Lakshanavritti, Lakshanavritti. Jahal Lakshana, Jahadajal Lakshanavritti. You discard the Chidabhasa and the Dehadvaya, retain only the Kutastha Atma. By the implied meaning, with the indicatory meaning, so Lakshanaya Kutasthaha Asmi iti Vidnyatum Arhati. Arhati means he is capable to gain the knowledge with Jiva, with the Jiva. The one who has got Dehadvaya, Chidabhasa along with the Kutastha Atma, that entity is Samsari, so can be by Viveka, proper Atmanatma, Viveka, distinguishing Kutastha from the Chidabhasa and Kutastha Atma, Bharati, capable of gaining the knowledge. It is, so Shruti, what Shruti says? Asmi iti, I am Abhyadha, Abhyadha means Avoshat. So the Shruti has said, I am this Atma. First mantra, first stanza, that is actually. So with this, meaning of two words are over. What are those? Purushaha and then what is to Asmi? Ayam Asmi iti Purushaha. I am this. Again, Atmanam ched vijaniya Ayam Asmi iti Purusha. Asmi, Purusha meaning is the word. What is that? I am. Explain from stanza 19 to 28. In this stanza, first 19 to 21, what exactly is I am? Thereafter, to explain it further, Dashamaha Drishtanta is given from 23 to 28. Dashamaha Nashta illustration, and stock illustration that is explained in detail there. First, what is this I am from Stanza 19 to 22? Thereafter, 23 to 28, to explain the same, which for some doubts are possible there. Given about I am, to clarify that Dashamaha Nashta, the 10th person is lost. Actually the person is not lost, but somehow it was mistaken as lost, though he is rightly there. So that way that is the statement. Asandigdha viparyastha dehat bodho dehatmanikshati Tadvadatreti nirnetum ayamityabhidhiyate. Yadvat dehatmani yadvat asamdikha aviparyastha bodhaha ikshate. Yadvat together dehatmani asamdikha aviparyastha bodhaha ikshate. Atra tadvat iti. Atra tadvat iti nirnetum ayam iti at shrutya abhidhiyati. Ayam iti at shrutya abhidhiyati. Once again, first add yadvat, then dehatmani asandigdha aviparyastha bodhaha ikshate. Atra tadvat iti. What you can take Tatvat Atra iti Tatvat Atra iti Atra Tatvat iti Nirnetum Ayam iti At Shrutya Abhidhiyati. First he gives an illustration. Yadvat, just as Dehatmani. Dehatmani means Deha, gross body, as Atma. Any doubt about this? Universally, I am this body. Any doubt? After listening to some Vedanta, if you tell someone, I am not the body, he'll start sympathizing with you. Sunday वो किधर जाता है? Some daddy wala or somebody you are listening, they are always nuts and you also along with. So that I am the body, about this an ignorant person has no doubt whatsoever. No doubt whatsoever, and he knows that this is free from error. Asandigdha. Sandigdha means that samshayita, that which has got samshaya and doubt. Na sandigdha, no samshaya, asandigdha is nissamshaya, doubt free, no doubt at all. Look here. Vivekananda says no, ignorance is bliss. So, body is I, no doubt at all, no problem. But we expose to little Vedanta, doubt is created. Then what? Oh, we have no problem now. No problem started because I took the body as I, now they say what? You are the Atma, but that I am Atma cannot be disturbed at all. And this body is not also, it seems to be what? Correct now. Because that also seems to be correct. But that is that Veda has said it cannot be wrong, etc. But I am not able to say problem. Earlier, no problem at all. Because there is no problem. So majority were telling what? I am the body. Now what is the problem? They are laughing at me. What nonsense you are talking? How this body cannot be I, etc. All this. If you say I will give a slap and then take thappad deo. Now see you get the pain or not. Then what? If you are not the body, how can you get the pain? That's what. So therefore, so a person who takes the body as I, no doubt at all. Bindas. Bindas, without any doubt is there. So asandigdha. Aviparyasta, free from error, from the concept of the ignorant person. I am the body, this is not a no error whatsoever, that is the truth. That's what it is. So just as in the state of ignorance. For example, a person who mistakes the rope as a snake and has started running, for him there is no doubt whatsoever that it is a snake. Other fellow who knows that it is not snake may say 1,000 times he may say, but he said, I am damn sure it is a snake. Therefore, no doubt and there is no error as far as that person. So that means so confident about this. So like that. So that just as in the case of ignorant person, yadvat dehatmani asandigdha aviparyasta means even in erroneous knowledge or concept, there can be no doubt. Okay, don't think. No doubt is only possible only where the actual knowledge is there. No. In the case of wrong notions also, that's why no, sometimes conviction about the wrong thing. That's what it is. You have to set it right by the great effort as such. If the open mind is there, you can set it right. But if the mind is closed, you may break your head, but the fellow will not listen. So that's how it is. So, dehatmani yadvat. So, asangdidha aviparyasta bodha means such a concept. Ikshate. Ikshate means anubhuyate. Anubhuyate means I am the body. This is universally experienced. And an ignorant person has no doubt whatsoever about it, and he takes it to be the knowledge which is free from error. Similarly, he says, Atra. There it was Ikshate where Deha Rupe Atmani. Deha as Atma, I am this, no doubt, no error, such a firm conviction of that. Atra means where? Pratyagatmani, in Kutastha Atma, Tadvat, like that, free from doubt, free from error, Tadvat. That is iti, means one should have that ikshana means such anubhava must be there, iti nirnetum, or tadvat atra iti nirnetum. Like that, here in Atma Sarupa, that this is my Sarupa, the knowledge must be what? Free from doubt and error. Iti nirnetum, so to determine what is that? I am this. But this word indicates what? The proximity. The most proximate also is this. That I am means not something remote, etc. So that's why I am iti shrutya by shruti abhidhiyati. So he said, because this word is always the one which directly indicates something. It is used for direct indication. Indirect we have to use the word that. That, not I am. So that's I am. Direct indication. I am, that is used. And knowledge which is so direct and clear only can give moksha. To this effect, author quotes Shankaracharya, a stanza from Upadesha Sasri's Dehatma-jnana-vajnanam Dehatma-jnana-badhakam Atmanneva bhavedyasya Nechannati muchyate. Upadesha Sastri, 4th chapter, 5th stanza. Dehatma jnanavat atmani eva dehatma jnana badhakam jnanam yasya bhavi. Dehatma jnanavat atmani eva dehatma jnana badhakam jnanam yasya bhave saha na icchan api muchyati. Saha na icchan api. If Atma Jnana is so firm and well rooted, how? Dehatma Jnanavat. The concept that I am the body is universally accepted. No one has any doubt whatsoever to this. Dehatma, like that. The Atma Jnana, what is the Atma Jnana? Kutastha Atma is me. Which what does it do? Which terminates, which removes the notion that the body is I. So therefore, like that. Dehatma Jnana Badhakam. The knowledge that badhakam annuls, invalidates or abolishes. Badhakam, that one which annuls or abolishes or invalidates. What knowledge? Dehatma jnana. I am the body. This wrong concept is totally annulled by which knowledge? What is that? Kutastha asanga chidatma is me. That knowledge. So, yasya in atmani eva bhavi. This place where atmani means in pratyagatma, not in dehatma, not deha as the body. In pratyagatma, kutastha, asanga chidrupa atma, that is my swarupa, so firm, so deep rooted like the body is I think. Yasya bhavi. Whose case it is? Saha, that person. Na icchan nati muchyate. this person he didn't aspire for moksha at all, but he got the knowledge that he will get freed from samsara. You may wonder, we are breaking our head so much and still knowledge is not possible. And this fellow, without desiring the jnana, how he got? It is like that context is like this. Some Vedanta discourse was going, some Vedanta teaching was going, and some person who was not mumuksha at all, but he was a great dharmatma. Dharmatma means one who lived the life strictly in accordance with the dharma shastra. And because of the life of dharma, antakarana was very pure. Antakarana shuddhi was there, and also vairagya, etc. He had in it, that means those qualities were there. Antakarana was very pure, and duritas were not there. Past duritas which can prevent the agitation, etc. were not there. And being one who has taken to upasanas, etc., the chitta, naishchalya, all was there. But he was not bothered about the moksha. So, once he was going for yatra or somewhere and happened to halt at one place, Vedanta teaching was going on. And he had no anti-notion, that means for Vedanta. Means he had no wrong, he was not against Vedanta, but he was not interested in Vedanta. But what happened? It happened that he happened to attend that teaching. In that teaching, when the Atma Sarupa was unfolded, he said, yes, it is so. It is so. Yes, yes, yes. Antakarana was so pure. Then and there he discovered, this is my Atma Sarupa. But he had no desire for moksha. But he has discovered, this is my Sarupa. Anichannapi. Even though he had no desire for moksha, he knows what is the Sarupa. It happens. This youngster had no desire to attend the Vedanta talk. But he had to drive the granny. Granny wanted to attend the discourse. So after all, granny that much obligation with that. Just for to serve her, he brought her. And what to do? 1.5 hours it is going on. He can't go here. So doing here and that. He also sat there in the classes. And he had no desire to expose to the Vedantic talk at all. But he had no wrong notions also. He was not again. Open mind was there. When mind was to an extent relaxed and composed mind. Yes. Not again the knowledge, but what? Oh, Vedanta has got something to tell about us, etc. Yes, it is so. It is so. It is so. Like that, one can do because he has no wrong. That means he is not opposed to that as such. Open mind is there, like that. This person had the Shuddhanta Karna. Durita Kshaya was there because of his dharmic life as such. And Vairagya, etc. was there. But he was not very particular because he didn't attempt to gain the knowledge. But when exposed, yes, this is my Sarupa. And that discovery is so, that means intense, as body is taken as I, so he is able to discover the Kutastha Sangha Chidrupa is me. Anichannapi, even if an express desire to gain the moksha was not there, the person is going to get liberated. So that is how sa nichannapi muchyate. So this is what is that. Ayam means direct indication. Now, another meaning of ayam is suspected, and you say that also is correct. What is that? Ayam speaks of something which is aparoksha, that which is not remote, that which is the most proximate. So the ayam word indicates that the meaning of the word this can be. So this me, you say, huh? Telephone. What do you say? This is so and so. What do you mean this means? I am so and so. This is so and so. The most proximate. The word I am, this, indicates the most proximate. From that, yes, Kuta Sasanga Atma is what? The one who is the most proximate in the sense, it is verily the I itself. From that standpoint, if you say so, it is correct. From that standpoint also I am can be seen. ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो